Son, how are you feeling?
Overdressed, actually. Ah! Now that hurts, you see? Fine, actually, India.
Doctor, how is he?
Right, I'll tell you. The patient is going to live. I'm sorry I was tied up for so long, huh?
That's all right. Don't apologize. I had work of my own to do. I was hoping we could have a nice lunch together, though, today.
Oh, today's impossible. I've got meetings all day long. What about tomorrow? Oh, no, tomorrow's no good either. I've got a board meeting. It starts at 11. It's probably going to go all day.
Kyle, what happened to you at the party last night? Where did you go?
Oh!
Welcome to the Blue Orchid, ladies. You've come a long way, not just in distance from your hometowns, but in the competition to become the Sampson Girl. Make no mistake about it, you are the elite of America's young women, and today these judges will have the unenviable task of selecting 8 finalists from your midst. Of these finalists will emerge the Sampson Girl. The format for elimination is as follows. The judges will interview each of you separately. You will then be asked to deliver an improvisational sales pitch for a Sampson product. Results will be tallied and the finalists announced. Well, before we begin the competition, I'd like to introduce our judges. Noted author, actor, and television host, Mr. Dick Cavett. Thank you.
I'm going to tell the one in red I can be influenced.
Star of stage, screen, and television, singer and actress extraordinaire, Tammy Grimes.
Hey, yeah.
And Italy's leading fashion designer, Mr. Carlo Fontini.
You're beautiful.
We're very honored to have 3 such illustrious judges here today, so that we extend our thanks. Well, are there any questions? Then let the competition begin.
And now, Guiding Light. This portion is presented by Downy, the fabric softener that combines skin-loving softness with the airy April freshness you love. And by Butter Flavor Crisco. It gives baked and fried foods a rich butter flavor.
Mr. Cavett.
Ah.
Hi, I'm Roxanne Shane.
Oh, nice to see you.
Oh, I cannot tell you how thrilled I am to meet you up close and all.
Well, try. Well, shall we get on with it? Where are you from and all?
Tulsa. That's Oklahoma. Have you ever been there? Well, most people think it's a desert, but we all think it's beautiful.
Melinda, what is it that you really want out of life? What is your secret ambition?
Well, I want to be the best wife, the best mother, and the best spokesperson that ever drew breath. I want my husband and our children to be so proud of me when they see me on TV, because I'm going to love being a Sampson Girl.
Susie, yeah, I don't want to bother you, but, I mean, how much longer are we going to have to wait? I'm getting so nervous.
Me too. I mean, My hair. If it gives out, I might as well go back to now.
Oh, well, relax, Russ. You both are going to be fine. I promise. Annette, you're next. Honey. Well, Reva, she's just a miracle worker.
Reba.
Yeah, that's what she's like. And she's the one who brought me here to Springfield and gave me a chance to make something of myself.
And here you sit, talking with me.
Like I said, it's a miracle.
Oh, no, Roxy. You're the miracle.
What if you hadn't followed your heart, Miss Grimes? What if you hadn't been brave enough to reach for the sky? I know you didn't do it all for yourself. No. You became a legend to serve your fellow man. And that's all I want, Miss Grimes, is to serve my fellow man. To be loved by millions of yet unborn. That's my destiny.
And you are, how do you say, California girl, yes?
Yes. I, love California. We have deserts and mountains and beaches and sunshine. I, love sunshine, don't you?
I love tan lines. Do you have a tan line, Miss Devereux?
Okay, we've got a problem. Ms. Knight insists that she start with her sales pitch.
Star E. Knight. I don't know which is worse, the girl's name or her reputation.
Mm-hmm.
Beth. Beth? It is Beth.
Jody.
What?
Jody.
Oh, Jody, I'm terribly sorry. Tell me, do you know your astrological sign? Astrological signs are very important to finding what people are really about. Now, I happen to be Virgo with Taurus rising. Who are you?
I'm not sure what I am.
Well, never mind. I know you're probably a Gemini. Split.
All right, young lady, let's
I'm ready.
give it a shot. Lights, camera, action, huh?
Mine eyes have seen the glory of this vacuum Samson makes. It is cleaning up a storm of dirt, and half the time it makes. It will make your life much nicer. It will end your drudgery. Samson marches on. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Beth,
Yes.
those real diamonds,
No.
tell me why you really want to be the Samson girl.
I really want to be the Samson girl because I think I'd make a good one. Thank you.
Yeah, very good.
Tammy, love. Remember your first case of stage fright? How people tended to judge you so unfairly.
Hey, Kurt! Hey, Philip, how you doing? I would have knocked, but there's no door. What brings you all the way out here? Well, I thought I'd come by and see how Springfield's newest landbound is making out. Oh, yeah. Well, the land's doing terrific. The house is a different story. I don't know. I think it looks great. What's wrong? Well, it depends on who you ask. Mindy thinks it's too small. I think it's too big, loaded with extras. Mindy would say that Buckingham Palace is too close to the street. That's true. But, you know, since the Samson Girl contest started, she's gotten way out of hand. It's like, I told her I'm behind her 100%, and I am. But she's gone nuts over this thing. I can't understand why it's so important. Hey, you know, that 2x4 over there is warped. Which one? The new one, the jack stuff. It is? Uh-huh. Take a look. You're right, it is. Where'd you learn about lumber? Boarding school. Oh, yeah, right. Nah. When I was a stable boy at the country club, I learned a little bit about everything. Yep. Took care of the horses, fed them, groomed them. Is that right? Yeah, all the usual stuff. And when the stalls needed fixing, I did that too. You know, sometimes I think those were the happiest times in my life. I started writing then, too.
Hey, Philip, I heard you divorced India, and I'm real sorry about that.
Thanks. You know, this is beautiful land.
Yeah.
I can see now why you wanted it. So peaceful up here. Not too many places are peaceful anymore. You're a lucky man, Corday. You're taking charge of your life. You're building your future with your own two hands. Me, I still don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Heard you say something before about writing?
Yeah, but saying isn't doing. I'm afraid I've got a case of terminal writer's block.
You know, I feel that way about this place sometimes. Sometimes I know exactly what I want to do, and I just can't figure out how to do it. And it's so frustrating.
Yeah. Well, look, you've got a lot of work to do. I better get going.
Hey, wait a second. You come out here to my house, you criticize my work, and then you just try to take off? No way. Get to work. Follow me.
Right this way.
I went back to the office to do some more work on the Sassy Girl campaign.
Well, I just wish you would have let me know that you were leaving.
I know. I'm sorry. I should have.
I miss you.
Oh, Maeve. I miss you, too. You know, if you wouldn't spend so much time with the journal, we would have a little more time together.
Kyle.
Maeve, I know how important your work is to you, but you can't go on overextending yourself. The baby's got to come first.
He does. You know that.
But as soon as the Samson Girl campaign is over, we're going to make some time.
That's
We're gonna
an
spend it
order
together,
I
okay?
would love to follow.
Sorry.
Roger.
Didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, that's all right. Come on in. Kyle was just leaving.
Well, good. Not that we don't want your company, but your wife and I have a lot of business to discuss.
Well, now that I think of it, I got some papers that I wanted to review before I went into the office. You don't mind if I stay here? Won't take long.
I heard it straight from the horse's mouth. I'm fine, and there's nothing to worry about.
I wouldn't go that far. You did pass out when you were admitted. You could have had a concussion.
What? With this head? No way, it's too hard.
Oh, will you stop it? I'm sorry. I've just lost so many members of my family. I don't think I could bear to lose anyone else.
You two are related? Doesn't list any next to kin
No,
on
no,
the
no,
chart.
no, we're not related.
I'm talking about a loss in general. I've come to care for Simon so much so that I think of him as a brother.
Oh. Well, the admitting clerk left a lot of blank spaces on your chart.
Probably due to the overload last night.
Well, maybe so, but we still need the information. Okay, mystery man, I give up for now, but I'll be back. Make sure he doesn't check out through the window.
When are you going to stop all this and
It won't fit that. You poor little thing. Listen, if you got something to say, Star, just say it.
Honey, you can put on as much makeup as you want to, but it ain't gonna hide the fact that you've got loose on this not over your face.
Hey, how you doing? Awful.
Oh, thank
I just made a fool of myself in front of Tammy Grimes. I should quit. Don't say that. If I had a nickel for every time that I said that to Mama.
What's happened to you?
Yeah, and it still does.
Listen, just take a deep breath. And get back out there and be yourself. I hate to admit it, but it works.
You're right, it does sort of work. Oh, thank you, sweetie.
Hey, I gotta say, would you like some help? Oh, I'm Emily Davis from Dayton. Oh, hi. Ohio. I'm Jody Gooden from here in Springfield. If you could do something with this, I look like the last of the Mohicans. My mother has a shop at home, and I've been watching her, and I know just what to do. Oh, great. Bring your teeth out of your hair front and wouldn't take that. Yeah. You're hiding your name. Yeah, you gotta say your name. Oh, shoot, what am I gonna do now? Yes, your lifesaver. Travel. The whole back of it. Oh, yeah. Well, if you two on a side I don't know what is. Poor Roxy, so thin as a rail, and little Sushi, why, she's just so... Oh, why don't you both just drop out now? You know you're gonna lose. Whoa. Okay, you guys, I need Peggy, Beth, and Jody. The judges are ready to see you now. Watch out for Mr. Fontini. He hits you. Oh, no. He's my first interview. Don't you worry about a thing. Once you get going, it'll go smooth. Roxy, so right. I mean, just have confidence. Confidence. Okay, girls, you gotta follow me. Confidence. Finally, I get Jessie, darling. Well, how long has it been? You know, I almost didn't recognize you without your mama hovering around you. I entered this contest on my own style, and who knows, I might even win. Oh, I doubt it. Oh, but do give my regards to your mama,
Mindy, have you ever, seen Kyle Sampson? Like, maybe at the mall? Like, what do you know about him?
Nothing. He really does. I've never met him before. I do know that he's a very fair and honorable man, and he's very close to his family. Okay, Miss Knight, we're ready for you. Can you believe that, girl? What a primo bummer. Yeah, saying that I'm too. What does she know about makeup? Well, they wouldn't even let her off the bus in Dayton.
Girls, we have got to do something about her.
Yeah, sure.
Don't mind me. I'll be out of your way in just a minute.
Well, that's all right. You're not bothering us.
I need your approval. This is my first draft of the last Laura article. No looking back.
No, Fletcher. It's been a beautiful series. It's touched so many people.
Not to mention what it's done for us.
Well, I'm not ashamed to admit that. Laura has humanized the journal and boosted circulation. She must have more to say.
It's all there in the article. Laura can't continue to dwell on the suicide attempt. If she does, she'll never move beyond it. Maeve, Laura's made her contribution. It's time for us to let her go and let her live again.
I don't want to let her go. I know it's selfish of me, but I just can't help it.
Excuse me, madam. You have a call from Mr. Beagle at the Journal.
Oh, thank you, Alfredo. Thanks. I'll be back in just a minute.
That's why I've always loved your clothes, Mr. Fettuccine.
Fettuccine?
That's what I said. They caress one's body just lovingly in all the right places.
Well, thank you very much.
You're next.
Oh, and who might you be? You are,
Melinda Sue Corday with the C.
I see you're into phonology.
Oh, sure. Oh, yes. Oh, my daddy got me my first one when I was 10 years old because I was this little princess. Do you remember how the dial used to light up? Well, I remember calling my granddaddy in the middle of the night just to see it glow. Boy, was my granddaddy grumpy when he answered.
The Samson Dust Devil Action Vacuum is nothing short of a miracle worker. It removes crumbs, dust. It even removes lint.
Oh, be careful. Be careful. There we go.
And have you ever had a visitor from OS?
Overseas?
Oh, outer space.
If the Sampson Girl contest does not put the Blue Orchid on the map, I mean, I don't know what will. This is one class act.
Class. You should see the dressing room. It looks like a sorority house exploded on prom night.
Put away the knives. Here comes trouble.
Mr. Andrews. I'm sorry not.
Yes. Forgive me.
I understand you're the owner of this yummy club.
Yes, I am. Mhm.
Well, I just love it. It's so tasteful and all. Tell me, did you ever think of adding a column or two for atmosphere? Hmm?
Well, what might be your nom de plume?
I find I do my best when I set goals and work towards them. It's always given me a sense of accomplishment to cross things I've achieved off of a list. Some people find that makes me narrow-minded. But if that's the case, so be it. I know who I am and where I'm going. How many people can say that?
Very few, baby. Very few.
Mr. Fremont, I'm worried about her. It's like she's given up already.
Don't worry about that. She'll do fine. I'll see to it.
You know, Peggy's making a real good impression. She may just win this.
Well, that's what confidence will do for you.
Maybe a little prosciutto, a little tortellini, a jug of wine. What do you say to that?
Mr. Fontini, I would love to have dinner with you. What time should my mother and I meet you?
Your mother? Another time.
We'll continue with part 2 of Guiding Light in a moment. This portion of Guiding Light is presented by new Advanced Whitening Oxidol with color-safe bleach. It whitens without the worry. And by Mr. Clean, for a clean so shiny you have to ask, is it wet or is it dry?
Are you going to tell May that you saw me at Reva's last night?
What you do is your business. I just hope you don't make the same mistake twice.
Oh, I see. If I stay away from Reva, you won't tell May what happened last night.
What happened last night? As far as I'm concerned, you were at the country club with your wife.
Well, actually, I went into the office.
That's taken care of. I hope you two found something to talk about.
As a matter of fact, we did. Seems I missed quite a party at the country club last night.
Tell me something, Kurt. How did you know what kind of a house you wanted to build?
Well, I knew what I felt comfortable with, and I knew what would work and what wouldn't work. Now, I've gone off on a couple of tangents, but basically I've stuck to the same foundation. If I didn't, the whole house would fall down. So, are you going to build a swinging bachelor pad now that you're independent again?
No, hardly. You know, what you were saying about a good foundation really applies to my writing. I mean, how can I come up with any good ideas if I'm at such loose ends all the time? That's what I need. I need a place to go.
I need my tape measure. Have you seen?
Yeah, here it is.
Oh, great. Let's see.
Can we take that in?
Yep. Should be 88 and a half. Perfect. Fits just right.
You know, that's another problem I have.
Huh.
None of the pieces seem to fit anymore. I mean, my life is like one big puzzle with no solution.
You sound like a writer.
Hey, now, I'm serious here.
Well, if you're serious, why don't you do something about it? I mean, I could sit here and talk about building a house all day, but unless I put the hours in, it'll never get done. Will you do me a favor and grab me some nails over there?
Sure, just a handful.
Yeah, perfect. Great. I mean, no offense, Philip, but It seems to me you're making a bigger deal out of this writing thing than it needs to be.
Hey, you really think so?
Yeah, I know so. What you got to do is just find out what you want to write and then go do it.
Yeah. You know, you're right. But I need a place of my own. I mean, someplace with a history. My hotel room, it's just too impersonal.
No. Now you're making excuses again. If I were you, I would find a place and make my own history. That's what I'm doing here. You see?
Yeah.
Perfect.
What are you afraid of? Why won't you tell the truth?
You know, you're starting to sound like a broken record. I've told you the truth. You just refuse to believe it.
It's funny, you know? At one point, nothing would have mattered more to me than if you were a Spaulding. And now it's just standing in our way. Come run away with me. Let's leave it all behind.
Oh, no, that's not the answer.
It was on the train. You wanted me to run away with you.
All I'm asking you to do is be patient. Will you do that for me?
I'm sorry. You want a doctor?
No,
What
I'm
can
all
I do to
right.
ease the pain? What?
Well, you could go rustle me up some grub, because the food they serve here is enough to kill you.
You've got it. I will be back with a feast that is fit for a king.
Thanks.
I didn't expect to find you in such high spirits after everything you've been through. What is your secret?
Come on, love. If you don't perk up and show some enthusiasm, you'll never win this contest.
Jackson, you make losing this contest sound like the end of the world. Well, it's not.
After a hard day at the office, who's in the mood to vacuum?
The working woman's dilemma.
Especially when you've got the man of your dreams ringing your bell at 7. Don't let love bite the dust. Buy a Samson Dust Devil Action Vacuum today.
Whatever you're selling, I'm buying.
But what are your measurements? I have to ask these questions. I am a fashion designer. What are your measurements?
Wasn't Peggy wonderful?
Oh.
I mean, her sales pitch made me want to go out and buy 2 vacuum cleaners.
Oh, William?
Yes, Mr. Andrews?
I know you care for Peggy, but your blatant attempt to lobby for her could do her more harm than good.
I'm sorry, Mr. Andrews.
I'll see you later, love, okay?
Okay. Hey, don't worry. This is the most intense pageant I've ever been in.
Oh, good. I want to be somebody, Mrs. Grimes. I want to give people hope. If I can be somebody, they can too.
It's all right, my darling. I know what you're talking about. I've been there before.
Ow!
Well, anyway, where were we before they break us?
I'm 20, and I've lived in Dayton my whole life.
Well,
I don't want to sound like the girl next door, but I do very well in school, and I love my family. I have a boyfriend, and I'm a member of the Humane Society because I can't stand to see animals abused.
well, my sentiments exactly. Well, thank you, Miss...
Thank you.
Annette, are there any superstitions unique in California?
Do you even have to ask?
Yeah, I understand all that, but you're not trying to sell me. You see, it's the product that I'm interested in. Okay?
You want a cell job?
Yeah.
Fine.
Go for that.
You got a cell job. There's dirt. Oh, and then there's dirt. The Dust Devil Action
action vacuum wants it all. Yes, sir, don't be fooled by its small size or its slick appearance. This baby is strong to the finish. An investment in a cleaner, brighter future. So don't give dirt a chance. Buy a Dust Devil Action Vacuum today. Because if it's Samson, it's the best.
Well, it takes more than a couple of cracked ribs to keep a good man down, you know that.
How long do you expect to be in the hospital?
They set me free tomorrow.
That's nice. I want to thank you for the discretion you showed when Fletcher Reed interviewed you. I appreciate your giving your surname as Silversmith.
Well, that's the only name I have right to at the moment. As I told you before, I'm not going to use the Spaulding name publicly until you acknowledge me.
You sound awfully confident that I'll be doing that.
I am.
You had many visitors?
No.
Well, India won't be able to stay away for long. You're much too easy prey confined to bed. I'd rather not be here when she makes her descent, so if you'll excuse me.
Thanks for dropping by.
It was my pleasure.
I'm back.
This is an outstanding piece, Fletcher. I don't think there's anything I can add to this one this time.
Yeah, it really is remarkable you painted such a clear picture of her. I almost feel as if I know her. It's too bad she won't come out in the open, though. She could potentially help so many people who are on the verge of suicide themselves.
She already has. Laura doesn't need to come out in the open to save lives. Her will and her spirit have inspired a lot of people to go on.
Oh, Fletcher's right. Laura's helped a lot of people.
Okay. Boss lady, I'm headed back to the paper to get to work.
Fletcher, thanks for bringing this by.
You're welcome. I'll show you out. What is it you want for keeping quiet about Reed?
This is impossible. I wouldn't know who to pick as finalists.
I would.
This has really turned out to be fun now that I got over my nervousness.
You're doing just great. Just promise me you won't forget me when you're rich and famous.
Forget you never.
You heard that, right?
All right.
Come on, pick my girl.
Susie, I'll be over here with Dick if you need me. Mr. Cabot. I am Star E. Knight. The E is for my mama's maiden name, Emerson. The block C, Emerson. And the K in Knight is silent.
Have you ever owned a Princess phone, Miss Knight?
What are your measurements, please? I have to ask these questions. I am a fashion designer. What are your measurements?
Well, I am 5'2" tall. I weigh 95 pounds, and I am a perfect size 2. I can't believe I slapped Mr. Fontini.
No, come on. Don't blame yourself. The guy's a creep. He asked for it.
Have you ever seen anything so nauseating?
Never. If she would just fall off her pedestal, just for 1 second, I'd feel a whole lot better.
Well, I just want to thank you so much. You have been a peach.
Well, thank you. I tried.
Oh, my goodness. You see the way ladies fall in my feet all the time? I'm going to show me. Are you all right? So, would you allow me the privilege of taking you out to dinner tonight?
My mama warned me about people like you. Spiteful, mealy-mouthed twist. That's what you are. Oh, deliberately tripping me in front of Dick Cabot, scarring me for life and bruising me to boot. Oh, I hate you all.
What are you doing here? You're a registered nurse. People need you. I'll do it. I'll quit. I'll drop out.
Your sales pitch was really good, Mindy.
Thanks, and it was so easy, too. Well, I guess being a good shopper makes for being a good seller.
Yeah. Who's laughing at me? I won't stand for it, you hear? Nobody tricks me and gets away with it.
You know, I really wish I'd gotten off to a better start. I'm really enjoying myself.
Good luck, Mindy.
Thanks.
Rocky, good luck to you, too.
Hey, Mindy, did you get by Mr. Fontini, okay? There's one like him in every package.
I thought he was real nice, though. And he loved me. He even invited me out to dinner.
Oh, you didn't say yeah, did you?
Well, Jesse, what if I did? I mean, I'm a mature, married woman. I could take care of myself.
All right, ladies. I need you all out on the floor. The interviews are over, and Mr. Fremont has an announcement to make.
Why do you want to be a writer?
I don't know. It's hard to say.
Come on, Philip. Everything's hard for you. Just spit it out.
Okay. I want to be a writer because it eases the loneliness. Somehow putting words down on paper just, I don't know, helps me make sense out of life. I get the feeling that if I just keep writing, someday all the pieces will fit. Just like you in this house.
That's scary, you know. I can understand that. It's like we're both in the construction business, only I use nails and boards, and you use words and ideas. And you do have a way with words, Philip.
Words, yes, but it's the feelings that live underneath the words I'm not so sure about. See, we Spauldings are brought up to keep everything inside. Any show of any kind of emotion is grounds for excommunication.
I can't even understand that. We were brought up to say everything we feel.
Tell me something. What would you do if you got trapped behind a typewriter and you had to write about something?
Who, me?
Yeah, what would you write
I
about?
don't know. I guess I would write about growing up, about my mom and dad, this place, about Mindy. Heck, Mindy filled the whole book by herself.
Yeah, but who'd believe it?
That's true. That girl drives me crazy, but I do love her.
You know, maybe that's my problem. Maybe I need to be in love in order to write.
I'm sure it would help. The trouble is, you can't just go out and say, well, hey, I'm falling in love now. You gotta wait for it to happen on its own. I'll tell you one thing, though. When it does happen, the words will come pouring out of you so fast, faster than you'll be able to type.
Indy and I will let you enjoy your meal in peace while we have a talk in the hall. Bon appetit, dear. All right, India. You have imposed on me long enough. You abused my hospitality, stole my money, blackmailed my nephew into a loveless marriage, and sent my son to prison. I will not allow you to destroy anyone else close to me.
Alexandra, are you admitting that Simon is close to you?
If Simon ever hopes to be accepted into my family, he will renounce you and swear never to see you again.
Hello.
Simon. Hi, it's Jessie. I was worried because it took you so long to answer the phone.
Oh, I just got a dose of medication. It was pretty hard to swallow.
Medication? What's wrong?
Nothing. I'm fine. Just doing that little pill to relax me, that's all.
Oh, good. I'm glad you're feeling better.
Thanks. How's the contest going?
So far, so good. We had our interviews and the product pitches today.
How'd you do?
I don't like to jinx things, but, I think I did okay.
Oh, come on. Jesse, you gotta have more confidence in that. You are a beautiful and talented lady.
You think so?
No, I know so. And those judges that have to be deaf, blind and dumb not to realize what a knockout you are. Relax, Cal. All I want from you is your promise never to see Reva again.
You got it. I hate to have to run out like this, but I've got a meeting with the judges for the Samson contest in about half an hour.
I hope it goes well. I want to finish some edit this afternoon anyway.
Okay, but look, Maeve, don't work too hard. For you and for the baby.
I won't. Bye-bye. Oh.
I'd like to thank the contestants tonight for all their hard work. Mr. Sampson and I both appreciate it. I wish I could end the suspense for you right now, but unfortunately I can't. Our judges need more time in selecting the 8 finalists. I know you're all disappointed, but I want you all to go home tonight and get a good night's sleep, because you have to wake up early tomorrow morning to watch the televised press conference where the 8 finalists of the Samson Girl Contest will be announced.
This has been Guiding Light. Fashions provided by Lily Rubin Salon, South Southwest, and Barney. Furs by Georgios Pappas of New York. Be sure to be with us tomorrow for another full hour of Guiding Light.